If you're interested in hearing how we were able to help our client get his green card in 2 months after first being denied, watch this video. In this one, I'm going to share with you what happened, the timeline, and I'm also going to give you 4 winning tips that helped our client get his green card. Stay tuned. Friends, thanks so much for watching this video. I'm Latoya McBean Pompey. For those of you who are new to me, I'm an immigration lawyer in New York, and I invite you to subscribe to my channel if you have not yet done so, and be sure to hit the notification bell so that you'll get notice of my videos each week. Now, what happened in this case? Well, first of all, I'm going to use this wall right here as my virtual whiteboard. So pay attention to the timeline in this case. Here's what happened. The couple came to us after being denied for both the I-130 and the I-485. They did the filing on their own. I'm not knocking anyone who decides to file on his or her own, because I do know people who have been successful on their own. Now, in this couple's case, unfortunately, as you will hear, things didn't go so smoothly, obviously. So they came to us after getting the denial. Now, here's the timeline in their case. They were married in August 2019. They then filed for the green card in October of 2019. They were interviewed at USCIS field office in February of 2020. And then, unfortunately, in April 2020, they received a notice of intent to deny. They responded to it, and then ultimately they were denied in June. They came to us on June 15th, and we analyzed the case and determined that we can get them the green card by reopening the case, because there were good facts that we knew we could argue as to why the government should reopen their case and give the husband the green card. Now, we filed a motion to reopen the case on August 5th, 2020. It was then approved on September 29th, and then the green card was in the client's hands on October 5th, 2020. So that's what happened in this case. Now, what were some of the unique things about this case? Well, firstly, guys, as you can tell from the timeline, the couple had a very short marital relationship at the time that they filed. And as you may have heard me say in the past, that's not really a big deal so long as you can prove that you have the intent to stay together forever. So that's what really matters. But they had been married for a very short time, only 2 months before they filed. What other things happened in this case? Well, like all couples, there were some issues, right, with a child being born outside of the marriage that USCIS was very concerned about. And so that was an issue that the government was very concerned about. Then, friends, what ultimately led to the denial is the fact that during their green card interview, they were given inconsistent responses to some questions. Now, to be quite frank with you, 95% of the questions that they were asked during their green card interview, they got it right. However, there were a few questions that were not right. There were a few questions that resulted in inconsistent responses. So USCIS gave the couple an opportunity to explain themselves through the notice of intent to deny process, but that didn't go so well either. And so they were denied. Now, what are the things that we did right in this case? Well, the first thing that we did right, guys, was we knew the rules on how much time is remaining in this case to file a motion to reopen. When people get a denial notice, it will tell you that you have 30 days or 33 days by which to file this motion to reopen. And some people don't even get their denial notice until maybe 15 days into it, right? Or even longer. So then they panic and they think, oh my God, I only have another 10 days to pull this together or another 15 days to pull this together so that I could file the motion to reopen. But that's not the case during this time under the coronavirus pandemic. It's actually 60 days from the decision date in the letter. That's the true deadline during this time. And I'm going to pull up the notice that USCIS has on its website about this issue. It's 60 days for the I-290B motion to reopen. if you get your decision letter between March 1st, 2020 and January 1st, 2021, then you have 60 days by which to respond with a motion to reopen your case. The second thing that we did right, friends, is we knew that we could reopen both the I-130 and the I-485 at the same time. And so therefore we filed two I-290B motion to reopen the case. Then the third thing that we did right is we had a killer brief. And I must tell you, immigration almost always comes down to your write-in and the product that you're able to give to the adjudicator and tell the story of what happened, and here's additional evidence that seals the deal for you. But it all happens in the write-in, and we had a really great brief that addressed all of the right issues around the inconsistent responses that were given during the interview. And then we went above and beyond in our brief to really paint a wonderful picture of a couple who, although they had a short marriage, they intend to stay together forever. And that was the right intent that they had from day one when they got married. So you will need a lawyer for this one, friends. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. Sitting down and writing a brief is a technical legal skill. So you've got to work with a lawyer for that. Now, what is the fourth thing that we did right? We also had great declarations. You've heard me talk about declarations before, and I have a free download of my 10 tips on how to write a really good declaration. If you're interested in what those 10 tips are, get the download. The link is below. But we included declarations from both the petitioner and the beneficiary, and both declarations addressed the inconsistencies that occurred during the interview. So friends, just to summarize, the four things that we did right in this case, guys: we knew the rules regarding when to file the motion to reopen, so we did not panic. Number two, we knew that we needed to reopen both the I-130 and the I-485, and so we filed two I-290B motions. The third thing that we did, we had a killer brief that explained everything in a really solid way. And then the fourth thing that we did right was we had great declarations. Guys, I hope you found this video helpful. Share it with other people. Comment below. Let me know your thoughts on this video. And guys, don't forget to subscribe to this channel so that you'll get more of my winning tips in the future. And just remember, friends, every case is different. Facts are always different for each client that works with us, so results obviously vary, so keep that in mind. But I hope you are able to walk away with some winning tips in this one. Guys, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.